Where you say you from? You say you from Crenshaw?
I'm from Rolling 60s. But that's
What's Crenshaw?
that's the street.
That's not where you from.
Yeah, I'm from. It depends who I'm talking to. Like if I'm describing my geography, I'ma say I'm from the Crenshaw district. But if I'm talking to a LA nigga, I'm gonna be like I'm from the 60s. So it's like if you from New York, you might tell a nigga you from the East Side. But if you ain't from New York, you gonna be like I'm from Harlem, right? I would assume. Or you be like I'm from.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's New York lingo, and then it's like niggas that don't know the lingo. So niggas that know the lingo, I'm gonna say I'm from 60s. But if you don't know the LA lingo, I'm gonna be like I'm from West Side of the Crenshaw district, South Central LA. That's what you gonna know.
Wait, so hold on. Why is there chatter about Jay-Z being in the same club as Diddy? Allegedly, it's because of his interest in young girls. So rumor has it that Jay-Z exploits young women in the industry, young enough to be his own daughter. Now, if you've been following Jay-Z closely, you'll know that he's far from the wholesome family man he portrays himself to be. So Jay-Z has been under scrutiny for quite some time. Do you guys remember when he was romantically involved with Foxy Brown? Yeah, she was just 15 years old and he was 27. That raised more than a few eyebrows. But wait, there's more. Jay-Z maintains close friendships with Diddy, Russell Simmons, and R. Kelly, each of whom has faced allegations related to their relationships with underage girls. Now, with fresh evidence coming to light, it won't be long before Jay-Z has to address these shady connections.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jody C, Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, good
they
job.
know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
You're 13. Have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have
How is that how is that normal at any time?
Do you have the part where they said, would you let your kids go there? He goes,
keep playing.
hell no.
Keep playing it, Rob, because I think it's at the end.
Yeah.
Per damn. I had like
What
a
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Concerning.
I have kids. I don't even post, and then you know the Twitter trolls will be, "We're her kids." Well, I'm protecting.
In a shocking revelation, IceCube has reportedly leaked a list of rappers whose careers were allegedly sabotaged by industry giants Jay-Z and Diddy. The list features prominent names like Nipsey Hussle, Kid Cudi, and XXXTentacion. These claims have caused a stir in the hip-hop community, raising questions about the power dynamics and behind-the-scenes dealings in the music industry.
But why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D-Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
IceCube has sparked significant discussion by suggesting that Jay-Z and Diddy may be involved in some dubious activities.
With the whole Diddy that's popping out, 50 Cent is at Jay-Z's neck because here's why. Jay-Z and Diddy rapidly was making mad money out of nowhere and they always talk about it. Same thing with 50, but 50 showed you that he was a hustler.
Yeah.
It's damn hard to be a millionaire in this world.
Let alone a billionaire.
It's damn hard to be a billionaire in this world. Both of them, if I'm not mistaken, Diddy did touch billionaire status. My point being is, has 50 been declared a billionaire before? No, but he's one of the wisest, smartest businessmen in this world. And he'll talk to you about business, he'll talk about how to make money, all that. It's like how Jay-Z has. 50 Cent has sold drugs just like Jay-Z has.
Yeah.
But how the hell is 50 Cent not a billionaire, but them two are? What you trying to get out of here, bro? Hey, yo, it's coming out soon, Jay. They coming after your This is next. Rumor has it him and Beyonce are getting a divorce behind the scenes. They realize that they're stronger together than they are divided. So right now they're more so together as a business rather than as like a I only doing this shit. Jay-Z's name is getting brought up in the song Diddy.
Who killed Tupac and Biggie? And I think both of these dudes were assassinated in some kind of way. More Biggie than Tupac. I think Tupac might got killed by a dude that they had an incident with earlier that day. But Biggie's seems a little governmental to me.
Long-standing rumors and allegations have circulated in the music industry, suggesting that influential figures like Jay-Z and Diddy may have exploited young rappers for their own benefit. These claims frequently emerge in conspiracy theories and online discussions, accusing the two moguls of manipulating careers, neglecting to provide long-term support for artists, and using their influence to control the narrative within the hip-hop community.
You know, sometimes I treat my younger son like a older man, and not saying that I would condone that, I would handle it that way. Right. But you know, I think that it was a mistake that, you know, it could be, we should move past it. It wasn't like she was naked or nothing like that. And you know, if you look at the model game out here now, there's models like 14, 15 and old, topless and things like that.
But people don't know that's their age.
Yeah. People don't know that's their age. What I'm trying to say is that nobody's really perfect in this game. And then I think we all getting scrutinized, from Barack Obama to Hillary Clinton to Reverend Wright to Britney to what's her name? Miley Cyrus.
Oh, good.
You know what I'm saying? To Miley Cyrus, that you know, we have to be perfect. And it's like, you know, sometimes people make mistakes.
For example, some have highlighted the careers of rappers like Nipsey Hussle, Kid Cudi, and XXXTentacion, suggesting that they encountered opposition or lacked full support from industry elites after achieving independent success.
I brought the album to Puff when it was pretty much done. He just got his feedback, played it top to bottom, just wanted to see what he thought. And he was like, it's room on these records to continue to produce. You know, we had a good convo. He like, Nip, you know, you got potentially a classic album. And you know, it's things we could do to really push it over that limit. I respect Puff as a producer, as well as all the other hats he wear, but I think one of his most valuable contributions to hip-hop culture has been as a producer. He do his first couple mixtapes, I'm like, nah, this dude an artist. Yeah. You know what I mean? From Compton, and you know, you're a young dude out the West, so I just became a fan, and we was always around each other, so that was a record that he did originally. I asked him to let me have that for my album. Yeah.
How did you get Puff involved? Like, you don't realize that.
Damn, how me and Puff,
you had the Sean Combs touch it, the whole thing.
I think Bug introduced us originally, and then I think like last time I checked, video dropped, and Puff hit me like, man, you look like you doing yoga, nigga. What you got going on over there? You know what I'm saying? You look like...
Tragically, Nipsey Hussle was shot on March 31st, 2019, outside his clothing store in Los Angeles. He was just 33 years old.
Homie, they killed Nip too. Let's not forget, homie, they killed Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder was not a lone actor in that. If you go back and follow the details, Nip and Big U got into it. Big U hit Nip daddy across the head with a bat. His brother had to come out and shoot the gun. Hey, y'all get out. Say, Nip, come on, nigga, we finna come beat you. Because I don't want to pay that $20,000. You say it's over this equipment, but the white folks is pulling me away from the set. I met a Jewish white boy on the front row at the Los Angeles Lakers ball game. Me and this white boy getting drunk, we started talking business idea. This white boy see I'm a sharp nigga. This white boy pulled me into business ventures, the vector sector, right? So now I'm being expanded, but now they pulling me away from the set. The set have made it known nobody's bigger than the set. Nobody's bigger than the program. Nip had gotten bigger than the program. Quando is a reminder that nobody's bigger than the program. But Nip had gotten bigger than the set. But what do you mean by that, Charleston? Think about when Big U and all the other big homies and the OGs in the hood, they standing in front of Nip shit. They standing on the street corners. When Nip pull up in that motherfucking platinum Jaguar, he pull up in that motherfucking platinum Jaguar, nigga, them fresh ass Puma with all them goddamn chains on, and then he opened up the door. He got a Hollywood bitch coming up out of there, London Lauren, one of the baddest Hollywood bitches we done seen. When the little homies see Nip pull up, do you think they gonna stay here and talk to the big homies, Big U and them? They gonna make an about face and say, y'all, there go Nip, and they gonna run away from the big homies. As all the excitement going to Nip, all the brawls, everybody in the store, what you think the big homie sitting back saying? Now Nip is growing. Nip that Monday had a meeting with the LA Police Department on gang intervention program before he come up dead.
Kid Cudi has also corroborated allegations that Diddy and Jay-Z manipulated and threatened him. These claims emerged through a lawsuit filed by Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former partner, who alleged that Diddy threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car in 2012 because of her relationship with him.
Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, filed a 35-page civil suit against the producer. In the lawsuit, Cassie alleged Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car, so whenever Cassie would try to leave the relationship, Diddy would use his staff and threats of violence to make her return. He went through her phone and discovered messages between her and Kid Cudi, whom she had briefly dated while the two were apart. Diddy became infuriated and allegedly lunged at her with a corkscrew. Cassie ran out of the room, where she was stopped by Diddy's staff, who told her just to talk to him. When she returned, he hit her several times and kicked her in the back as she ran out the door. Cassie flew to her parents' home in Connecticut, where they photographed the bruises on her body. In February 2012, Cassie alleged that Diddy wanted to blow up Kid Cudi's car and make sure his friends were around to witness it. And guess what? A few days later, Kid Cudi's car exploded in the driveway. Crazy.
Federal agents have disclosed that Diddy allegedly acted on this threat, orchestrating an attack on Kid Cudi's car.
Signed a record deal with Combs' label Bad Boy Records. Combs then entrenched himself into Ventura's life, gaining control of all aspects of her life while plying her with drugs and alcohol. Wow. Interesting. The relationship soon turned violent. Excuse me. After finding out Ventura spoke with another music manager at a party, Combs allegedly kicked her in the face repeatedly. Combs' own security staff tried to stop him, but was unable. According to the lawsuit, Combs then began forcing himself to perform sex acts with men he hired while he filmed. Whoa. In one particularly egregious example of control Combs exerted, he allegedly became enraged after finding emails between Ventura and the popular rapper Kid Cudi. From the lawsuit, in February 2012, during Paris Fashion Week, Mr. Combs told Mrs. Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Kid Cudi's car? Diddy, whoa.
Usher has also recounted similar experiences from his time at Diddy's Flavor Camp, which he attended when he was just 13 years old.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, they ain't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
In several interviews, including one with Howard Stern, Usher described the camp as a place where he was exposed to numerous adult activities and situations he didn't fully comprehend at the time. He recalled witnessing some very unusual things and noted that the environment was quite wild.
Yeah,
Puffy
Flavor
Camp? Yeah, go ahead and play this.
It's about a minute, right? Okay. Wait till the end, though.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor.
He's 13 at the time.
Adam, let him hear it. Go back 5 seconds, please. Go back, because what he called it right there is what's key. Go ahead.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Not really.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking
that's
place.
called rape.
And I didn't necessarily understand.
Justin Bieber has certainly encountered many challenges throughout his career, although they differ from the experiences Usher recounted at Diddy's Flavor Camp.
One of the things that keeps popping up on social media is Justin Bieber.
Yeah, there's a video of Diddy asking Bieber to sleep over for 2 days.
Yeah, Diddy might have
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Bieber's in here. I'm good.
He looked like he was like he was about to cry, broken from
Yeah.
I seen it.
Did they make these kids do?
And I seen the interviews with Usher where he looks. He's like,
it's crazy.
We gonna go full crazy.
Bieber has been candid about his struggles with mental health, including depression, anxiety, and ADHD. He has also discussed the pressures of fame and how they contributed to his substance abuse and other personal issues.
Why was P. Diddy doing this to Justin Bieber? Many people were saying it almost looked like he was checking to see if Justin is wired up. Then this is where P. Diddy goes to say something to him secretly, and many people were saying Justin wanted to leave as he walked fast into his car after that conversation. And let me know your thoughts on it.
Gene Deal, a former bodyguard for Diddy, has spoken out multiple times about the toxic power dynamics within the hip-hop industry. He has likened this environment to horseplay, a term he uses to describe manipulative behavior disguised as playful interactions, particularly in relation to Diddy's relationships with artists and associates.
We didn't call it grooming back then. That his horseplay was a way of letting you know I could really hurt you if I wanted to. You get it? I could really hurt you. And that's what that kid probably felt.
How you feel about that, man?
But I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bro, you know
Both JayZ and Diddy have encountered similar allegations. Diddy has been associated with a federal trafficking investigation and is facing civil misconduct lawsuits, although he has not been formally charged, while JayZ, also known as Sean Carter, hasn't been directly implicated in any allegations. His friendship with Diddy has come under scrutiny.
There's just been a shocking revelation from federal authorities regarding a highly private and scandalous video involving none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce, reportedly taken during a wild party hosted by Diddy. Apparently during a Homeland Security raid on Diddy's properties, some rather intriguing discoveries were made, including compromising footage featuring numerous beloved celebrities caught in scandalous situations. Speculation is rife that Diddy intentionally leaked this footage to authorities as a form of revenge against the Carters, allegedly due to their perceived lack of support during his legal battles. It seems he's on a mission to embarrass them at any cost. Adding fuel to the fire, an unsettling audio clip allegedly featuring Meek Mill and Diddy has surfaced, courtesy of Diddy's former bodyguard.
This is why the notion that JayZ could be next ties into broader conspiracy theories and industry rumors. Some speculate that these moguls may come under scrutiny for their past dealings and relationships with various artists, especially in light of the recent focus on Diddy's behavior.
I said he was going to jail because God told me he was going to jail.
Have you ever been in one of these Diddy parties?
Yes, I have. I sat in Storm Monroe 4 years ago and said that man was an S trafficker and he was using the business to S traffic young women and men. I said all that. But when I pray for something, it always comes true. And I prayed the same prayer for Sean Carter. Y'all better get ready. I knew between the two Seans, go for the weaker one. Go for the knees. And I told Sean Carter, you are so closely tied to Diddy.
We got the infamous Jaguar.
That's all for today. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.